America, how are you? How you doing, everybody?
Gorgeous day.
It is absolutely gorgeous here in Las Vegas. Like always, a blue sky, not a cloud in it.
Birds
About
flying
85
by.
degrees, a little warm. Of course, we're
Yeah, we
late.
kind of
It's
we kind of
9
had
o'clock.
a heat wave come back. I thought we were going to
Yeah.
cool off. And
Well, hopefully by the middle of October, a couple
middle
more weeks, it
October.
should be it should be about right. You know. All right, Meg, did you find the magic spot? Or are you just smelling pretty flowers? Pretty flowers? Yeah, she's.
It's a gorgeous day though,
It
right?
is very gorgeous.
I was surprised this morning. I let Meg out and there was this thing on the ground and I'm like, "What is that?"
What was it?
It was a dove. It slept on the
Oh,
ground and it had like a wing kind of sticking up and
oh,
then I'm like, "Well, maybe it's hurt." And I don't know why a dove would have slept on the ground in our yard last night.
yeah,
It didn't, and it was like sleeping really hard too because I let Meg out and it didn't even budge.
that's crazy.
But it was okay. I went out and I'm like, "Are you okay?" And it
Oh,
woke up and flew into the tree.
it was. It wasn't even afraid of Meg.
It was
Meg walked
sleeping.
by. Oh,
Yeah, it
wow.
was sleeping
Duh.
hard.
Usually, them birds sleep with one eye open.
Yeah.
Like a parrot,
Mm-hmm.
and and
Morning.
that way they don't get
Eaten?
eaten.
Yeah. The quail, if they see Meg, they scatter. But the doves usually aren't that afraid of her. But for one to just be sleeping there and not wake up, that was
Right.
really, really unusual.
All right, Meg, what do you want to do? Can't plug her up. Which way she wants to go? She always wants
Ooh, watch out for those sticks. There we go. I'm the one watch out for the sticks. They get caught on your shoelaces. Next thing you know, you're scratched. Oh, I'm not following her up there.
Yeah, she's gonna bury something.
She's gonna bury you.
She's like a digger machine, huh?
Yeah, she's a rotor-rooter.
Roto-rooter.
Yeah, I avoided that.
Come on, Meg.
Nothing would be greater than a nice shower followed by a dust storm.
Come on, Meg.
Meg, Meg says, "Haha, I got daddy."
If you're not careful, she'll bury you in that.
Gorgeous day.
Yeah.
Oh, so I have a little good news. I actually won my football pick yesterday.
Yes, you did, and you are alive in the contest.
I still got one card left.
You got a card. That's all it takes. You just keep picking a winner every year. You know how much that contest pays?
How much does it pay?
$150,000.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy? Wouldn't that be neat if you won it?
It would be.
Oh my God. We'll just.
We're going in as a family though.
Yeah,
So.
we're going in as a
Yeah.
family.
But I just think
I mean, if you
my
win,
very weird way of picking a football team working was pretty awesome.
Well, you're doing as good as Andy, and he's a professional. You beat Keith and John, and they follow football like a Bible. So you're actually doing pretty good.
Hey, we have somebody joining the channel today, and I'm just trying to read it in the goodness, and I can't quite say your last word of your handle, but good morning. Thanks for joining us. We like goodness. Goodness is good. It's a beautiful day here in the desert of southern Nevada, where summer lasts for a long time. So yesterday we discovered our potato experiment is off to a good start. It's got some little eyes forming, making little green leaves on the potatoes. Mr. Painter's been doing a good job of keeping his potato project watered.
Yep, I keep them watered really, really good, Mr. Painter. You know why? Because we got little shoots coming up already.
Yeah.
And you know what that means? That means we might get some potatoes.
Yeah, give it some time, right?
potato buckets.
Potato buckets.
Yeah, and you know what? I heard, I watched a lot of YouTube, a lot of videos, a lot of people grow them like that, and they get quite a few potatoes. So,
We'll have to see. It's worth a
yeah,
try. I've only managed to grow very small amounts in the ground, so
yeah.
and that was over the winter. They don't grow at all in the summertime.
No, but when the winter comes and they call for freezing, I might pull them indoors.
Or just put a
You
towel
know,
over them.
you think?
Oh yeah. But you could bring them indoors. There's
No, I'll
nothing
bring
wrong
them
with that.
indoors because I think if, like in the buckets, the whole thing can get. You
That's
know what
true.
I
You
mean?
can lift it.
I can just lift it right in. I'll put a towel on the floor, bring them in,
It's a
and
great
then when it
idea.
warms up above freezing, put them back out. You know.
You know, I've actually overwintered eggplant by wrapping towels around those hanging containers.
Right. Do you think they need a little more sun now, though, Rose? I mean,
The potatoes?
yeah.
No, because the right now with it heating back up like it did.
No, I mean, don't you think we need to move it out from under the patio?
I don't. And the reason why is the plastic buckets will cook now that the temperature's up to 105 again. So no, I think on the porch is a good spot for them. In the winter, if you want to move them out, once it's not so hot,
Yeah,
but not right now in the plastic.
they do need some light. Right?
They're getting light. Everything gets light here if it's outside. But
Oops, I'm sorry.
no, in the wintertime if you want to move them out, but right now when our temperature's going up, that plastic will absorb the heat and they'll just cook in there, so you'll kill the potatoes.
Right. Okay.
That's why the planters that I have that are out there, other than the ones that are right under the hanging things, they're recessed because the roots cook if you don't have some protection from the
Right.
sun. So we picked some squash yesterday, and there's another pumpkin setting on. Ooh, we got to put a bag over that, right, to protect it. There's another pumpkin setting on.
Oh, yeah.
There may be like as many as 5 setting on, possibly.
Ooh, that
But
would be awesome.
definitely for sure there's one that is getting bigger, so we
That's
probably need to
awesome.
put one of the bags around it to protect it. And I think these are going to be smaller pumpkins. They're not going to be like pumpkin pie pumpkins, but they're not going to be big, huge pumpkins either. So it's kind of a nice size. Oops,
Right.
found a stick. Kind of a nice size. So last year I canned some pumpkin chunks, and every once in a while I use those. But I think the way I like the pumpkin the best is, watch out,
Boink.
watch out. The way I like the pumpkin the best is if you dehydrate it, because then you can like add it into soups.
Right. And we get to carve one up for Halloween, right? And have a jack-o'-lantern.
Hey, good morning. We have somebody that joined our channel, but they're speaking in a different language.
Oh no.
So unfortunately I don't
Hello.
understand, but thank you so much for joining. Good morning. I hope you're doing well where you are in your world. Everybody's welcome.
Everybody's welcome.
And our cruciferous vegetables that we put out are doing good. We timed that really well. It wasn't during the extreme heat. So they actually had a chance to get used to the environment before it warmed back up again. We had that week in the 90s that was so nice.
Right.
And our quinoa is actually flowering. Now I need to keep spraying that with that spray that's got the garlic and the onion and the cayenne in it, because quinoa is really susceptible to spider mites, and we don't want the spider mites to eat it.
No.
But it's putting on blooms, so there's a lot of potential there for that. Quinoa typically likes a little drier climate, and you definitely don't want, once it actually puts seeds on, which is the part that you eventually eat that makes the quinoa, you don't want that part getting wet because it'll actually sprout
Exactly.
in the flower head, which is kind of interesting. Hello. from Pakistan.
Oh, Pakistan. Wow, that's
We're doing well. Thanks for joining us this morning.
halfway around the world.
I think their name is Irfan Khan. Thanks for joining us.
Wow.
Hope you're doing well where you're at today.
Pakistan.
We are enjoying our morning.
We are. It's morning here.
It's mid-morning. Pakistan is probably nighttime. Is it nighttime where you're at?
Gotta be. Nighttime. He's gotta be at least 10, 12 hours. Because that's farther east. It's like 9 hours to Bulgaria. And that's even farther.
We live in the desert of southern Nevada,
Las Vegas.
outside of Las Vegas.
Right.
Thanks for asking.
Oh, Meg's gotta make a
Oops.
deposit, bro.
Meg's got to do her business.
You got the business. You got some banking. Banking with it.
Oops. Don't get mommy.
She gets whoever's behind her, Rose.
Yep. We got our bag out. We always clean up after our dog.
You do.
Hey, good morning, Ron. Thanks for joining us
Ron.
today.
There he is. One of our most loyal guys, huh?
Yep. Parker's probably back in school today.
Yeah, he's in school. Poor Parker.
We did a video on how to make spaghetti and meatballs for Parker because I guess he either wants to learn how to cook or maybe he wants his mom to make spaghetti and meatballs. It's possible. How's the weather in Maine today, Ron? We're doing good. We're enjoying our day. I won my football pick yesterday. And it's funny that I won it because I picked the team that was playing a team that I thought would lose.
Yes,
right?
you did.
And it worked.
You actually played a good team. You played the Commanders.
I'm having to be
Yeah.
very strategic because I really don't know that much about football and I don't really watch that much of it
you're
either.
very strategic. You took it the Commanders with a good number, but next week before you pick a team, you got to at least look at the lines.
Absolutely.
Because
Well, I'll have an idea and then
Yeah.
I'll let you look at the lines for me.
okay.
And if it's on the plus side, then I'll say it's a good idea.
Right, but don't even until you look at the sheet and see who's playing who. You can't just say, right? You can't say,
Are you sure?
the Steelers. We got to
Well-
know who they're playing.
Well, that's kind
At
of
least make it look like you.
so far that's been working.
Well, not really, because I think you've been looking at the sheet, at least seeing who they're
No,
playing.
I haven't
No?
been looking
Oh,
at the sheet at all.
oh, well, there's 32 teams. How do you just?
Well, I
decide
just
one?
just wanted to know who was playing Arizona because
Oh,
our friend from Arizona didn't win a bowling towel, even though he said he should like the Cardinals because he said the Cardinals
that-
sucked,
well,
and that's why I picked the
this year they do, Rose.
That's why I picked the Commanders. So Ron says he's having clear weather today,
Yay!
and it is 62 degrees. That's awesome.
Oh, I love it.
Sounds like great weather.
That does sound awesome.
Probably crisp, refreshing, a nice morning for a walk.
Yep.
Did you get a walk in yet today, Ron? It's a beautiful day for a walk here. Before it gets too hot, right? Is it about 80 now? Oh, Meg's doing the dig again. That dog loves to dig. If we could only harness that power. She is so strong. She clips my legs in bed. She loves me so much, she snuggles me, but then she crushes me because she's heavy. That's our Meg. So I have several little girl dresses and a doll dress project going. My friend with the grandchild received her child's dress or her grandchild's dress and the doll with the matching doll dress, and the child's dress was actually too big, so the pattern size is large, so I had to cut back and adjust the dresses that I'm making for our nieces. So it was really nice to get that feedback. So Con is saying that they sell dogs. Oh, how interesting.
Who does?
We got ours pretty cheap. We went to the animal shelter, and so many dogs are being given away that she's pretty inexpensive.
Yeah. Look.
Ron had an early morning walk.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I bet he had his jacket on, though, his sweater.
I bet he did. Probably a sweatshirt.
Did you have your jacket on?
Maybe a fleece.
Yeah.
That's what we used to do in Alaska.
Come on, let's go this way, this way. Come on.
Meg's very excited. There's other dogs out here.
Yeah, she gets very excited. That's okay. We don't really want to bother her.
No, we don't.
So
Let's go the other way.
Come on, Meg. We don't want to bother her. Shit.
Yep, that lady's handicapped, so we don't want our dog to bother her dog.
No.
Let her enjoy her walk. Oh, here's another one up here ahead. Watch out, there's two.
Uh-oh. Hi. Come on, man. It's okay. Let's go this way. She's got good dogs and you're a bad dog. You get too excited.
She's a crazy dog.
Yeah, we got a crazy girl.
Good morning.
Good morning.
No. You're not going over to play.
Have a nice day. Your
You
dogs
have a
are
good
well
one.
behaved.
You see the only one. We'll go up around. Maybe we'll cut back to this.
So Ron says he walks every day,
He does?
except in the wintertime.
Oh, then does he have a treadmill? Do you have a treadmill?
We used to run outside in the wintertime, but we had in Alaska. Oh, careful, honey.
I almost.
You almost
Like that.
almost bit it. But we had to find a place at a higher elevation to run, so it had to be at least 20 below. If you can believe that. We actually ran at 20 below. There were some people that ran at 40 below, but that was crazy. So one of them got frostbite, and then they stopped doing it.
Yeah.
I personally would never do that because you really can't tell the temperature of the air that you're breathing in. You have to wear a face covering to kind of filter the air, to warm it, keep it warm in a space around your face. But your lungs don't have the ability to perceive temperature, so it's really easy to freeze your lungs if you're not careful. So 20 below was my cutoff, but I preferred 0 if I could do it. Well, thank you, Con. If you'd like to like and subscribe, we appreciate it. Irfan Khan.
Hi.
How are you?
We're good.
Doing
How are
good.
you?
How about yourself?
It's been a long time.
I.
Doing okay.
Yay! Did you walk one to school?
No,
Oh.
my husband and I got a divorce.
Oh no, that's not good.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I'm so sorry.
It was my choice.
I'm sorry.
Well, I'm sure you're doing the right thing then if it was your choice. Anyway, good luck.
Best of luck to you. I know it's a lot of work raising kids.
Yeah, my whole life's been shitty.
No, it's not good. All right. It's not. It's never good at the moment, but someday looking back, you'll think, "Wow, best thing I ever did."
Sometimes you have to make decisions and they're not easy. I wish you all the best.
Anyway, good luck to you. We'll see you around. Hi there. All right, man.
Poor lady, she's got 3 little kids.
I know.
That's really
She's
sad.
nice. I used to see her a lot more.
She has 2 little boys and a little girl.
Right.
The little girl's the youngest.
Come here. Don't play. It's a good girl. Let's get some of this hair off you.
Oops. Do we have any plans today?
Yes, we do, Mrs. Painter. We are going for coffee.
We're gonna have some
We're
coffee.
going to have some coffee later on today. Maybe, just maybe, I'll get motivated to go out and put the starter in the
Oh,
car.
that's
It'll
right.
be hot, but you know
One of
what?
our cars, the starter went out,
Yeah,
and so
I got it out. I just have to put the new one in.
we found the replacement, and he's got to put the new one in.
And start driving that car. That car gets way better gas mileage.
I'd like to do a little sewing.
You do a little sewing. tonight I'm going to watch my Detroit Lions.
He's gonna go watch football, and that's probably
Yep.
be a great time for me to do some sewing.
Maybe
I kind of need to start some more seeds for my hydroponics, but I'm just doing it a little bit at a time. Only because it's taking so long for them to germinate.
yeah.
I've been trying this new method, germinating in the microgreen kit, and it really hasn't worked as well as I thought it would. But what I like about that is you use hemp mats
Mm-hmm.
to start the seeds, and they don't get algae on them, because algae's been a problem with the hydroponics. But the stuff I have going right now in the hydroponics is actually looking really good. We have some little tomatoes, some little peppers, some lettuces, stuff like that.
All right, Meg. All right.
That's about it.
Come on.
But then we're just out here enjoying our day,
Yeah, but we're gonna have a good day.
getting Meg a nice walk in.
Yep, we're getting our walk in. We're gonna go have coffee, and I'm gonna put that starter. Maybe I might do some housework today too. I don't know. We'll see.
Not every dog bites people. Meg's actually
No,
pretty
This
nice.
dog would never bite. She's been beat down too much.
That's
She-
our new follower, Irfan Khan. He's a little worried about dogs biting people.
Yeah, no,
Some dogs
big-
do. There's some dogs that we
Yeah.
stay away from, but Meg actually is really friendly.
She is the world's friendliest dog.
But thanks for
She
the
wouldn't-
concern.
She wouldn't even bite a bird.
She might bite a rat if she could catch it.
Yeah, that's in her blood. You know, she's got the terrier. You know,
We don't really want her to eat any rats because they're disgusting,
all
but
terriers.
she can chase as many off as she'd like because unfortunately there's so many things that try to eat the garden
I know. We're at war with the rodents.
with the rodents,
Yeah.
the bugs. It's definitely a difficult growing condition here in the desert. Well, I hope everybody has a blessed day today. Thank
Yeah,
you so
bye,
much
Ron. Nice
for
hearing
joining
from
us.
you. Enjoy.
Thanks for watching.